Hello, so today I'm going to do a makeup tutorial. It's pretty much my everyday makeup. Wake up in the morning, take a shower, do my daily skin routine, and then this is what I would put on as far as makeup. So right now I have clean skin, took a shower, washed my face. So this is what I would pretty much do once I get out of the shower. Lola. Okay, so a cotton ball and a toner. So after I wash my face, I will tone my face, and this will exfoliate the dead skin off your face and will create a smooth surface for your makeup to go on. So most of the time when you tone your face, the brown stuff that comes off, the brown stuff that goes on the, yeah, it's pretty gross, on your cotton ball is brown because it's dead skin. If you have really good, she about fell. If you have really good face cleaner, it'll take most of your makeup off, so the rest is dead skin. Okay, and then I have a moisturizer. It's Visionaire. It's really good. I used to work for Lancome in the belt, in one of the belt stores, and so I got a lot of this free in my gratis. So this is your moisturizer. It's a serum, but it's moisturizing enough. Okay. So let that sit for a little bit. My sister, who I said earlier in the week, she lives in Kentucky, and she and I love playing in makeup, used to do all kinds of stuff in makeup, and I wanted to do this video for her because she loves to learn more about makeup. I have a fuzz ball in my hair, and so this is for you, Tanny. Her real name's Candace, but I called her Tanny from when we were tiny. Anyway, so here's what I do on a daily basis. Alright. I used to work for Mary Kay also, so I worked for 2 different makeup companies. And I still absolutely love Mary Kay Time Wise foundation. It's still one of my favorites. I treat it as a BB cream or a CC cream, whichever you want to call it. And I use it for full coverage, but lighter formula. It's very liquidy, but it's really perfect coverage for me. This is my second option. It's Lancome's 24-hour Teint Idole Ultra, and it's my favorite. It lasts for 24 hours. So on the back of your hand, put about this much on your hand, depending on your face and depending on how much you want it to cover. So this right here will be perfect. So I normally just use my hands, but today I'm going to use a brush because I used a brush yesterday morning and it worked out pretty good. I like to switch ever so often. If you do use your fingers to put on foundation, remember to always clean your hands thoroughly with antibacterial soap, because it's self-explanatory. Okay, also a big tip on putting on makeup and foundation and powder is you have little bits of hairs on your skin. The little bits of hairs will want to go down, so you can't see those little bitty hairs. So as you are stroking your brush, you stroke down so that the hairs will fall downwards, so you can't see the little bitty hairs. Because in the light, you'll see little bitty hairs and it looks like chalky mess and it looks weird. So if you go like this around your face, your hairs are going to go crazy. So, stroke down. Just a small tip. Okay, now I'll put a little bit more for my forehead. I don't always put a lot on my forehead because it's oily. I used to have really dry skin, which is kind of funny. But now I have more oily skin. I think now that I'm getting older, I don't know. I thought it would dry out when you get older, but the older I get, the oily my hair, well, hair too, and skin gets. But anyway, so I don't really have any acne. So if you had acne before all that, you would do a concealer, or you would do a spot corrector, or any of those kind of things. But I don't really have acne. The only acne I have is that one spot right there. I don't really do much to it because I'm not that crazy about spots. I just think if you got them, whatever, don't try to cake on makeup to cover it up. So there's my foundation. So next I want to powder to set my foundation. If you use powder to set your foundation actually lasts longer. So I have this dual finish powder. It's from Lancome, and it's my favorite. But if I use a full coverage, thick foundation, I'm not going to want to use this because it also has foundation in it and powder. That's why it's called a dual finish. It's a versatile powder, and it also acts as if it's a foundational powder, which is very thick. So since I'm using my BB cream, or it's like a type of BB cream, I will use this for fuller coverage. So stroke down, as we said earlier. Also, with your the hairs on your face, your cheeks go down, your chin goes down, your nose goes down, and your forehead goes straight across. So those will be your strokes. Okay? Now we're going to do a bronzer. Now I'm a very pale girl. So my bronzer is very light. But I like to use bronzer because I don't look as flushed. My T-zone is going to be the lightest. You want that to be your lightest because it's called a highlight. You want the T-zone to be lighter and around to be darker. So with my bronzer, I'm going to go around, downward strokes, cross, to darken up the sides. Okay? And then for the middle, I'm going to use a highlight, and it's going to be this one right here. This one's a sample for highlights. So I'm going to go under my eye and the tip around my nose. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I get red around here. And also your chin. But if you get red in those spots, you want to use white highlight. So I get oily right in here, and right in here. So that's where you want to put your extra powder, your highlight. Okay? Now while we're still on the face, you can use any matte dark, you can use an eyeshadow, you can use anything that's matte. I use an eyeshadow that's the darkest one right here, and I use it for contour. Now my nose is a bigger set nose. It's wider at the bottom and it's still small up here, but once you look on sideways, it pokes out a great bit. Now, I don't care. That's how God made me. He gets to do whatever he wants. So if that's what he wanted, that's what I want too. So I'm going to contour it, make it look a little different, but I'm not changing my entire appearance. So you just darken the sides, whatever is the fattest part that you would like to contour. And then the smaller ones you will want to leave alone or highlight, depending on how big or small they are. Now mine's the perfect size up top the way any nose would look. And at the tip right here, you would want to darken that out too. Now I will make a another video of contouring the entire face, but seeing as how this one's an everyday look, I'm just going to do the everyday look. Now this looks crazy right now. So I call these fingers perfect materials. They're perfect instruments and you should use them if they're absolutely clean. Mine are clean, so I'm going to use them and I'm going to blend with fingers. Now you don't always have to do this. You can also use your powder brush, which I do at the end after I get off that excess. Alright, so that looks okay. I'm going to take the highlighter and go at the bridge of my nose because that's the part you want to notice the most. Okay, so we just contoured my nose. Right now the lighting's probably really crazy. And you probably can't tell, but that's okay. So next we're going to do our cheeks. I am very pale, like I said, so I want a pinkish. I have undertones that are kind of yellowy, so I want to counter that out and use pink. So let's just go right there. My cat wants out. And then to the side. Okay. And then let's go to the eyes. Okay. So I'm going to start priming. And this is my favorite primer. It is $1 at Walmart and it is my favorite. It's by e.l.f. And you only need a little bit because it works magically. It's by e.l.f. It looks like this. The writing came off of it. And I want to take my fingers and go around. Now, another tip. This finger right here is the least weight-bearing finger on your hand, which means this isn't very strong. When you lift your finger up, it's not very far up. It's going to need your pinky to go even further. It needs help. So when you put your fingers, these fingers on your eyes feel no weight, at least no excess weight. So you want to use these fingers to do anything around the eyes. But around the eyes, the skin is very, very delicate. It is the thinnest skin on your body. So you want to be very delicate with your eyes. So, alright, so this is my favorite palette ever. It is the Victoria's Secret palette. The Smoky Exotic Eye Palette. I got it on sale. It was with the 75% off box that they put out sometimes. And I racked up on them. So, I'm going to be using a pretty thick eyeshadow brush. It is by Lancome. It's the large shadow. Number 11. It's the Lancome brushes. And I'm going to use... doesn't tell me the color, so I'm going to use this dark brown. This is my everyday makeup. It's pretty much a smoky bronze eye. So I'm going to go around here. So I'm going to draw that on just so you know. In the crease, I'm going to start with my crease first. I don't want my makeup to be super dark because my eyes aren't the biggest. So this is perfect and I want to start with that first. So I'm going to go in my crease and blend outward. I know you can't see it right now, but I'm going to show you on my other eye because I can't really move. And you want to go in your crease, start in your crease, and work your way out. Now, for me, I go towards my lid like that and make a triangle in my lid. You can see that, and that leaves an almond shaped shadow, which is really, really pretty. It makes your eyes pop and it makes it so beautiful. It makes it big and large. So work your way out and start to blend. Now, like I said, these are the most amazing utensils you would ever use when it comes to makeup. So I use my ring finger and I blend. Now I use this first before I would use my shadow brushes because I feel like it does exactly what I want it to do. Gives me the exact look I would love. So I'm gonna do this again and make sure it's exactly how I want it. Okay, so this is exactly how I want it. I'm going to get a smaller shadow brush, which is this one, and it is the Precision Shadow, and it's number 12. And this is one of my favorite shadow brushes, and I'm going to take, I already started, sorry. I'm going to take this shade right here. It's like a taupe. It's got a little shimmer to it, and I'll put that on my lid. I blend. So blend this in to the darker shade, and it gives it a flawless transition into the darker shade. You don't want a harsh line. You never would like a harsh line because it doesn't look as natural as it should. I feel like makeup shouldn't be completely natural because nobody really is born with this on their eyes. But you want your eyes to look as natural and as beautifully natural as possible. You don't want to have your eyeshadow take away your actual eye. You don't want something artificial taking away something that is genuine and not artificial. So, okay. And what I like to do is go on my waterline, just right under my waterline. So just under it, not exactly my waterline. My waterline is still has nothing there. Just underneath it to where it brings out my eye and doesn't take over my eye. I just pull it down just a little bit so that I can actually see under there. Now I wear contacts, so it doesn't bother me to actually touch my eye. So I just like to clean up the areas. Okay? So I like the corners to be darker and go in lighter, almost like a gradient. So I'll start here, lighter, darker, darker, darker. So, and then to my gel liner. This is my favorite gel liner. It's called Wet n Wild, and it's at Walmart for like $3, and it's amazing. And I have had it for a couple weeks now, and it's worked so amazing. So I will probably always buy that one. It takes practice. So here we go. I start in the middle and work my way out with small strokes. Okay? Pretty much it. So get it again and then work on the inside. Now, just like my bottom, I do to the top. The lighter the line is, so the thinner the line towards here, and then wider towards the end of the eye. Can't find my words today. Okay. Alright, so there's that one. I love the faces you make when you do your makeup. I'm trying so hard not to keep my mouth wide open, because when I do it, I go. Okay. Now you want to do your mascara. I have this Lancome Hypnose Drama mascara. This is the travel size because it's my favorite, and I ran out the big size. So I will use a eyelash curler because my eyelashes are longer, but they will not curl up. They curl out. So let's curl them for them and help those suckers out. So I don't like to do these this much, but the Hypnose Drama helps it so much because this junk is amazing. So as you can see, if you can see, they're pretty dramatic. Okay. See my mouth? That's what I do when I put on my mascara. Alright, last and definitely not least, this is the part where you're supposed to do the most because it brings your eyes out tremendously, is your eyebrows. Take an angled brush and pretty much take a dark shadow or a liner or a brow liner or anything like that. Right now I just have this shadow that I contoured my nose with. I ran out of the stuff, so you just have to improvise. So you start here and you just fill them in. There's no really rhyme or reason, you just do it. There's so many videos on YouTube that shows you how to do this, and they'll probably show you way better than me because I just do it. But anyway, so that's your look. This is my everyday look. I don't do anything with my mouth. I just use chapstick. So that's my everyday look, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comment below, and I will definitely comment you back. And so enjoy this look.